Hey guys, today I'm doing a nail set based on a slight obsession I have right now, which is a bit of an understatement. I'll see you in a sec. Hello, hello, hello. I'm Kat. These are Kat's claws and Kat's dry hands. Welcome to another video. So today I'm doing a nail set based on, I've been mentioning it a couple times, based on my obsession. So we're going to do that today. This is a UK artist that I found. Actually, he kind of found me. He popped up on my feed one day, and well, just things have never been the same since. So I figured it's time I do a little set just based on some inspo from REN. You gotta go check him out. He's probably the most versatile artist I've ever come across, and he's my new favorite human on the planet. So we're gonna do some nails with that in mind. Okay, so let's get started. So the first cover I'm gonna do is this one. So first nail is gonna be this. That's gonna be our second one. I'm telling you, I'm gonna put links in the description box. You have to check this dude out. That's gonna be one of them. Not sure about that one because I don't want to fuck it up, but that's another fuck. That's like my favorite though. Perhaps that, I don't know if you can see that. And then we're gonna do that as well. Okay, so for the first nail, we're gonna do it in a white. So it's gonna be it's the Freckled Angels artwork. So it's gonna be a white background, and I picked the VENALISA. It's like a pearly white instead of a harsh white, because I thought the pearly white would look nicer. And we are gonna mat it, right? And then we're gonna do the wings with this, which is also a VENALISA gel, and it's one of their, I have two of these. I've got a gold and I've got a silver. I'm going to use both of them today, but this is going to be the gold one. So it doesn't look as shiny here, but it does come out like a shiny gold on the actual nail. Okay, so we're going to do I'm going to do about 3 coats of this. Because it's a little translucent and I want to make sure that it covers the full nail. You can't actually see through it. So I'll do 3 coats of this. I'm going to cure, and then I'm going to mat it with the KIARA Sky Velvet Matte Top Coat, and then it'll be ready to do the angel wings in the gold. Okay? So, story. So, how did I stumble on REN? I was doing my nails. And for some reason I decided to pick up my, I don't know, I wanted to start to flip through YouTube, and I stumble on a short, and the short was Bittersweet Symphony, and the first thing I thought was, who the fuck is this Peaky Blinders dude? Because he totally reminded me of the guy from Peaky Blinders, if you watch that show. Anyway, so I watched the short. And then right after, I don't know how, but another song of his called Hi Ren showed up. So I clicked on that, and I'm looking at the comments, and it's a 9-minute long song. So 9 minutes. You heard that right, 9 minutes. And I think at the time it had like, was it like 40 million? Am I wrong about this number? I gotta go double check. It had a shit ton of views. And like all the comments are like, short attention spans? Obviously not, because so many people like this video, right? Okay, before I continue, we're going to use Madame Glam's Perfect Black, and we're going to paint all the other nails. So all the other nails are going to be painted in this black. And we're going to matte them and do some chrome on some, etc., etc. Okay? All right. Return to the story. And I'm right. I checked it again. It's got like 46 million views right now. So it was about 40, I think. 42 million maybe when I saw it. Anyways. So I stop everything I'm doing and I start listening to this song. I will post this in the description so you guys can check it out. And I like immediately. It was so simple. Like the video is very, very simple. But immediately I was like frozen in time. So simple video, complex subject matter, right? And it's basically a video of him, or it's a song about him just like talking to himself, battling between the dark and the light, you know, your good side and your bad side. You know how we talk to ourselves in our head, all the voices, right? Well, you know what I mean. And it was so good. It was so good. I was like absolutely mesmerized. And then the end. And it gets to the end. And the end of this song, it's even more epic and more earth-shattering than the first part of it. And I think we're at like, what, the 8-minute mark at this point, maybe? Right? For the end. So I had goosebumps through the whole song. And then we get to the end where he does like this final battle between the good or the dark and the light. And I start crying. So it was just so moving and so impactful. And for me, as far as I'm concerned, anything that moves me that much is absolute genius. So if I were you, I'm gonna leave it at that, because I don't want to ruin it, because I always do this. I always every time I'm super excited about something, I go on about it, and it's almost like I've created this huge picture, and then somebody goes to look at it and it's they get a complete different feel. So I will leave it at that. Go check it out. Your world will never be the same. And that's all I'm going to say about that for now. All right, let's finish these nails. Okay, so these are going to go into the lamp to cure. Those are our black nails, and then we're going to start with our wings. Okay, I'm going to try it freehand for now. If I fuck it up, I will go back in and pencil it first. But right now, we're just going to try to freehand this. Oh, please. So I'm going to take a bit of this. Okay, and I'm going to put it on my palette. I don't need that much, but look, just in case, right? Okay. So this is the VENALISA Mirror Gold. It doesn't quite look mirror there, but we'll see what happens when we finish with it. I'm going to use this brush, I believe. Okay, or my other option. Stay where the fuck I put you. My other option. So this is another Light Elegance. Stay open. Fuck. Let me just see. Okay. I need to mark the middle so that I know where the fuck I'm going. So I think For our brushes, let's just get this thing out. I'm gonna put a little bit of just base gel on my palette just to season the brushes. Okay. Just like kind of drag it through the, oh, fuck. Okay. And the other one too, we're gonna do. See, this one is kind of fucking up on me. That's why I'm worried to use it, because I feel like it's gonna ruin. See how it's not. Anyway, we'll see if that helps, but I think this one I'll have more control with. Okay, so I'm gonna do a little. I'm gonna do. I think that's a good middle. Right, and then we're gonna go on either side. Oh my gosh, okay, so it's wings. So we're gonna do and then I'm going to go over it again a little thicker, because then it'll slightly extend it. Because if you look at the actual picture, they're slightly bigger. So we're going to cure this, and I'll go over it again. Okay. That's that one. Yeah, because I'll extend those top ones. The fuck? So that was our first one. Okay. So here are the other nails. So for the second one, oh, this one's gonna be interesting too. Okay. Right? So we see how it's like red, but it's not quite red. Okay, so we're gonna put this one over to the side. I think it turned out. Okay. So for this, I'm gonna use two reds. I'm gonna mix these two together. This is like more of a neon, and that's like a. So Grand Canyon is like a red, and then Fire Sign. I think, let's turn this. And I still have my thing there, good. Okay, so let's see if I can make this color here that I need. So this is like a cherry. No, it's not. Is it cherry? Grand Canyon. I don't know why they call it Grand Canyon. It's like a lipstick red. I don't know, that's the best way to explain. Fire Sign. I think if I mix them together, I should. Let's see what it turns out to be. Yeah. Yep. Okay, so for this one, we want to place our symbol sort of in the middle, but because there's ears at the top, I want to make sure that I can get those ears in and enough of like a sort of rounded circle. So it's the Sick Boy album cover logo. And I'm just mapping it out here. Like I'm just visualizing where it's supposed to be on the nail. So I want to do like that like half moon circle, but then have enough room to put those cute little cat ears on it, right? But still get like that bottom piece. at the bottom. So, and let's try this. So this is the Sick Boy album cover logo. It's like my favorite one. My favorite. Okay. We don't want that bulge at the end. We can go over it, but let's just do... Okay, we're going to cure that. And then we'll come back and do the finishing touches. I'm not going to do the double lines. I think I'm just going to keep it like that. I might go over it again just to make it a bit thicker. But what's going on here? Okay. Okay. Cure. I'll be back. Okay. I feel like I fucked the ears up. I'm telling you, this one's actually harder than I thought. Like it seems easy, but it's not. So the last thing is just the eyes, right? So we're gonna do, whoops, gotta pull it through. Okay, so while that's curing, we're going to start on the third one. So the third nail is going to be the artwork from the Ren and Chinchilla How to Be Me song. That's the title of the song. So for this one, it's got a bit of like a static look to it. So it's not a pure black background. It's got like these little like white flecks. So I'm taking my meat across, right? My meat across. Did I take my fucking meat across? I'm taking a white gel paint. And I'm going to mix it with a little bit of a base coat just to get it a little more translucent. I'm going to mix it together. And then I'm going to use my sponge and I'm going to just dab sort of like a white sort of aura or aurora onto the black. So I'm going to use this sponge again. This one, I've showed you guys these sponges before. I think this is like the fourth little bit that I've cut off and I still have more. So these are awesome and they're so tiny. If I could get these tweezers to friggin' hold it properly. I think I even get rid of the tweezers and I just use my nails after a while. So I'm just going to dab this directly onto the nail so we get a bit of that like static background. And then we're going to mat it. I might go over it with Top Secret. because it's like, it'll put some more black into it. So let's cure that. I feel like I messed it up, which is making me want to have to do another one. But we'll see, okay? We'll see. So I think I'm going to go over it with this, and then I will mat it. So cure that, and we'll be back. And then I'm gonna, I'll mat it again. And then for the base clef, we're gonna use this one. This is the VENALISA Mud Gel, so it's thicker than this one. And because they kind of look like, it's almost like it was done with, it looks like it was done with a paintbrush, but it looks like you took the paintbrush and like smashed it into a circle and then smashed it into a circle underneath and did like a swoop. I want to make it look like it's a splatter, so I might just use like a little bit on here. Like I honestly think that's kind of enough. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this. So these are actually for eyelashes, but I use them to clean the cuticles. But you see how it's like, it's like, I don't know how to explain that, what that fucking is. So I'm gonna use that to do it, I think, so that it gets that like grainy, kind of like paintbrush like effect. So we'll try that. Okay, so for our fourth nail, I'm going to do this one. So this is, again, the Sick Boy symbol logo. So similar to the black and red one that I did, but it's going to be silver embossed, right? So I'm going to try it first with this. So this is a chrome powder, but I'm going to do it directly on the mat to see how shiny I can get it. So while I do that, I will... it's funny, I'm going to speed some of this up for you, but I will tell you, it's weird because there was a time, so some years ago, when I was going through something pretty traumatic, let's say, that lasted like 8 years of my life. You know, one of my saving graces while I was driving around, because I drive, I always work remotely. I can't sit in an office. I have to be moving around and going to different places for me to not go insane. Anyways, music obviously was one of my escapes. So I'd literally blare music, like blast music in my car as loud as I could and scream, sing at the top of my lungs. That was like one of the only things that would one of the other only things that kept me sane during that time. But then when everything sort of subsided and the storm calmed, I couldn't listen to anything. I couldn't listen to any music. I had to sit in silence in my car. Silence, like pure silence. Everywhere I was, I had to be in silence. Like I just couldn't do it. And now, I don't know, ever since literally stumbling on REN, everything has changed. And I love music again. This is not quite doing what it's supposed to be doing. So what I'm going to do is, because it kind of gives that static look too, does it not? So I'm going to do both of these base clefs and we'll see which one turns out better. So I'm going to mat it right now. So what I did was I put it was still a bit kind of choppy. So I went over it with a no wipe top coat, and then I did the chrome again, but it's still choppy. It's just the chrome. So I am going to, so this is a matte. This is the KIARA Sky Matte top coat. So we're gonna top it. And then I'll do the base clefs on these two, and we'll see which one looks better as far as, or which one looks closer to the album cover, right? Or sorry, to the cover of the single. I think it's a single. Sometimes I'm great with details, sometimes I'm not. I don't know. Just depends what my brain feels like doing at any given time. So that should be good. And then for the other one, well, that we were going to do here, we were going to do the Sick Boy album cover, but the embossed silver one. So I'm going to cure that. Okay, and I think, yeah. There we go. Okay, so while that one is curing, we're going to finish the two nails that I'm going to do with the base clef. So I'm using the VENALISA Mud Gel because it's thicker. It's almost like it's actually thicker. It feels, the consistency is like thicker than a paint. Like mud gel is probably the best way to explain it. So we're going to do these two. They're both matted. And we'll see which one sort of fits the set or which one turns out looking closer to the actual artwork. So I'm using my little tool here. That's just like a splattery, again, I don't know what to call this, okay? I have no idea what to call it. And you can see I'm just kind of like dotting it on, like almost like smashing it into the nail in a circle, in a circular shape. So that's the top. And then I'm gonna do the same thing underneath. And then we're gonna do like a little swoop, right? Like the bottom of a base clef, so that I can match the artwork as close as possible. Okay, so I'm gonna do this one. We're gonna do the second one. Then we're gonna cure those. And I think we're gonna leave those as they are. And then we'll move on to our last one, our last nail. Okay, so those are those two. So I think that one did come out still looking better. Anyways, so those are those two. Okay, so last nail is going to be this. So the Sick Boy logo. So I'm going to do it on the full nail. So just right here, what I'm doing is I'm just mapping it out in my head. I'm going to do it like on a diagonal so that I fit it all in. And I'm going to use my meet across. So just because it's a little easier to work with than the mud gel. And I don't want like gloopy bits. I want it to be smooth. I want it to look sharp but smooth. And I'm using my 3mm because I'm working on a small space and I have to do, we're doing letters, right? So let's finish this piece off and then we'll take a look at the finished chrome nail that I did off camera to match the black and red one. Okay, we'll be back. that one. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to shiny top it. So let's no white top coat this one. And I think the other ones, I might leave. Okay, at this point you can clearly see that I lied. We're not leaving all the other ones. I'm top coating all of the embossed work on them. So I'm going to go over the wings, our little kitties, and our Sick Boy logo. And then we'll take a look at all of them. But I think I like that one better. It looks more true to the cover than that one. And there we go. So like I said, I did this totally based off of the album cover, logo, album cover, single cover, right? Same there, but that one is a little different. Just kept them matted, did the gold. I outlined it, obviously, right? This one I tried to keep true to the... These are actually harder to do than they look. I thought that was going to be hard, but these are the hardest to do. And there we go. So I think what made those so hard is that the nails are curved. So the circle, like the actual shape of the logo, kind of gets distorted on the nail because it's a little wide. So it's kind of curving over the edges. But I think they look good. I like them. I do. So yes, go check him out. I will, yeah, go check him out. You will not be disappointed. He's got a really, I don't want to say great, but a really inspirational backstory. How about that? Yeah. So I think you'll be impressed. And those are our nails for today, for this week. I was really nervous to do these. I don't know why. Yeah, I think they turned out. So let me know what you think. I will leave everything in the description box. You have to check out REN and just him in general. And, you know, as always, thank you for stopping by. If you're still here for this part of the video, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great week. Let me know what you think of the nails, and I'll see you guys next time.
Give it to me like